Today on 3D Outdoors, we have a troubleshooting tip for the Polaris Ranger. Stay tuned. Today, the troubleshooting tip I have for the Polaris Ranger is something that I stumbled across myself. My Ranger, I only have less than 70 miles on it so far, and I was surprised last weekend I got in it to drive it, and I couldn't get it over 15 miles an hour. And I looked at everything. I couldn't figure out why it wouldn't go over 15 miles an hour. I looked under it, make sure nothing was tangled up under it or anything like that. But when I drove it, it was almost like driving a vehicle with a governor on it. If you've ever driven anything like that, like a truck or something like that that had a governor, when you give it all the gas you can and it bogs out. It just won't go. And I couldn't figure it out. So I figured I'd call the dealership the next day. So Monday morning, I get on the phone with the dealership. I'm thinking it's got to be something simple, because I searched all over YouTube and all the answers were fuel filters, spark plug wires. Well, yeah, that'd be something if you had your Ranger for years and those things could cause a problem, but not on something new. So when I called the dealership and explained what had happened, immediately the technician in the service department knew what it was. The question he asked was, were you wearing your seatbelt? And I wasn't, but I haven't worn it since I bought it new. But I got thinking back, the weekend before that, I had let somebody else drive it, and I had said, you need to wear your seatbelt. There are actually multiple people in it. I said, you guys need to wear your seatbelts because it has a real glass windshield in it. And if you hit a hole or something, I don't want you flying forward and getting hurt and hitting that glass windshield. And I didn't even think about it when I got in it to drive it myself, and it wouldn't accelerate, that could be the issue. But the new Rangers have a computer in them, and it can tell if you don't have your seatbelt on, and it will regulate how fast you can go. If you don't have your seatbelt on, you're not going to get over 15 miles an hour. So make sure that you wear your seatbelt, and you'll avoid the problem. If you can't go over 15 miles an hour, it might be the seatbelt. When I got it new from the dealership, they had them connected in the back, just strapped across and plugged in. So I got in and drove it that way and didn't think anything of it. So when it wouldn't work for me, it never even dawned on me that it would be the seatbelt. So a very simple fix. I just took it out and drove it, and sure enough, it takes care of the problem. So if you're having an issue with your new Polaris Ranger, not wanting to go over 15 miles an hour, make sure you put on your seatbelt. They'll take care of the problem. This is Dan with 3D Outdoors, reminding you to get into the outdoors and enjoy everything it has to offer. See you next time.